Friends, good evening. Hello, how are you doing? Let's talk about some stocks and what's going on here. So, really exciting opportunity right now. What's going on in the market because it's doing what we expected to do. It's selling off here the last few days in the year, and but still, holding a pretty decent position with a lot of these stocks. So, it's not terrible whatsoever. It's just great opportunity to jump in with some loose change, whatever the capital you have laying around, and just pump up your positions more than what you had. So with that, obviously the theme of the video right now is FOMO is on. FOMO is on 100% with a lot of these stocks. And what I mean by that situation is there's FOMO going through a lot of companies, a lot of stocks, particularly what we're talking about here. When it comes to a lot of these stocks, their expectations here in 2025 in stocks right now that aren't even or have had good quarterlies, good earning seasons, but they're just blowing up because of what could, what might, people buying it up, the hype, the theme, the feel, the smell in the air, the aroma that's attracting people with them. It's blowing up here. So that is why we're seeing FOMO is 100% going through the roof right now with a lot of these stocks. So digging into the last stock here, let's talk about BBAI. So BBAI pre-market today was over $5, which it's crazy. That's crazy. We're talking about BigBear.ai here. That is already showing high signs. Today Big Bear had sell off to the 440s, but still that is insanely high compared to just 2-3 weeks ago when I was yapping my mouth about this. So Big Bear is a stock that most of you probably know at this point that I am buying, but things are changing rapidly in Big Bear news right now, because now stock analysts are coming out and they say, well, we're projecting Big Bear to be at a $7 price target here going into this new year. We're expecting them to double the revenue by 2026 here, where there's a lot of things that are increasing here, and Big Bear, crazy enough, has a 100% buy rating on it right now. So Big Bear for analysts right now is considered undervalued, which is crazy because this was not the theme here just 4 or 5 weeks ago. These articles were totally different, and Big Bear just 2-3 weeks ago was sitting at $3.50, and not long ago just like under $3. It was trading around $2. So if you were buying just weeks ago, you've doubled, almost tripled at one point in time today your money. So congratulations. And there's still what we think might come here. So FOMO, yes, 100% is going into the bloodstream right now of Big Bear. There's a strong push on it right now, and that is totally okay because it still leaves room for investors to get in here and make a position hold right now for what could come here in 2025. Now, the problems with Big Bear, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. There are big problems. I know you guys love when I say this. There's big problems with Big Bear because it just 100% is. And listen, this is not me trying to be mean or break people's feelings or anything when it comes to Big Bear talk, because I have money. I have a foot in the fire here when it comes to Big Bear. I'm obviously wanting it to work because I have my own hard-earned money in Big Bear here, but I do know this is a strong gamble going into 2025 into 2026. So my pretty much my take on what I'm trying to do here with Big Bear is I'm trying to build a position in Big Bear here going into this year, where I'm trying to push as much capital into Big Bear here as I can before we see them grab bigger deals here. And I think that's kind of what is starting to trend right now with Big Bear. With SoundHound, I watched a lot of stuff happen with SoundHound in 2024 here, where SoundHound was really starting to get more deals, starting to get a lot more, just attention. And with that, SoundHound grew crazy amount this year. And that's just what we saw here continue. So with that, I believe that Big Bear could be somewhat in that kind of conversation right now, where Big Bear it could have a really banging year here in 2025, where we do see maybe they get one good earnings. And to be honest, that's all it would take at this point for Big Bear to keep this, $5 to $7 range that it's trying to get to right now. By the time, wrapping up their last earnings for 2024 here, if Big Bear comes out with the earnings where they at least meet expectations, if not go over, they're going to hold this $4 to $5 to $7 range wherever they land here by earnings. That's a very real possibility. So that's why you're seeing such a push right now on Big Bear. But yes, Big Bear, do they have debt? Absolutely, they have debt. And that's one thing we need them to get taken care of sooner than later. They need to start paying off debt. We want to see them get bigger deals, more deals here in 2025. So these are the things. But right now, with going into this new year here in this new presidency, everything, and no doubt AI will be pushing, people are trying to go ahead and push as much as they can into a position here with Big Bear. So, if you're willing to take a risk, take a gamble, Big Bear is probably for you. If you don't have capital to waste and you're looking for something that's probably going to be more, a safer bet into the future, you'd probably look into like something like, Oracle, Palantir, AMD, Nvidia, Meta, SoFi, for God's sake, something like that. So that's pretty much, that's where I'm at with Big Bear. I'm still pushing. I'm not buying Big Bear at this $4 range right now because I was buying Big Bear at $2, getting a lot pushed in there. So I'm going to see what Big Bear does here. And if it falls back down to somewhere in a $3 range, I might start another position in it somewhere. But I'm going to see what Big Bear holds here. That's what I'm going to really try to wait and see what happens here. So this is the conversation going on right now with quantum computing. And then you have right now QBTS. These two stocks right now are getting a lot of attention for what could. But here's the thing. It's all FOMO. It's all hype. And that's okay. I'm not saying that's anything bad. But the situation is that these companies, these companies right here, when it comes to earnings, they've been terrible. They have not had good earnings. They haven't even met expectations. But what is happening is there's a want, there's a need, there's FOMO, there's hype of what is happening here in 2025. These are starting to get attention. They're starting to get partnerships. There's a lot of things that are happening here, and we're starting to see what may be coming here in 2025 with the feel of the market, to where in 2024, the feel of the market was, in the whole zeitgeist of it was chips. It was chips. Chip makers, chip developers. You had Nvidia, AMD, these chip makers, other companies that actually build the chips, just coming out with insane earnings, and they were controlling the narrative of the market 100%. So now we're seeing that shift a little more attention-wise when it comes to quantum computing, and even things like BBAI and even things like Palantir. So with that conversation, right now with these quantum computing stocks, it's like throw them up against the wall and see which ones stick. What you're looking for right now is which ones are going to, reel in the most deals, going to get the most attention, going to show favoritism with investors, 100%. With these two stocks, particularly, with quantum computing, with D-Wave here, I would not be surprised to see these things run up to more crazy numbers. I wouldn't be surprised to see D-Wave go to $15 to $20 here in January. I wouldn't be surprised to see quantum computing run to $20 to $25 here, just off what could be, because investors are wanting to get in right now. They're wanting to snuggle up into a low position right now and hold that going into 2025. And I get it because people are scared that this might be the new theme. This might be the new push here in 2025. So listen, with these stocks, I don't want to talk about them too long because I've already talked about them so much, but I get so many comments nonstop about quantum computing stocks in general. And a lot of them, they don't have good earnings. A lot of them. There's a handful that do. They do. But a lot of the ones that are getting attention, they have good deals, that things are happening. But yes, with that, it is a thing of what could be here in 2025. So I do think quantum computing AI is going to be a big factor here from what we're seeing here in 2025. Friends, talking about SoundHound, listen, the SoundHound is the perfect example in the theme right now to wrap up what is kind of happening here in the general market right now, okay? So bullet points of SoundHound. I think you all know I've been drinking the juice here on SoundHound. I love my SoundHound here. I've been raising it since it's just been a little bit of baby. SoundHound here recently, last 3 quarterlies, good. real good. The last one, real good. With that too, we're expecting the last quarterly for 2024 to be even better and to really solidify and to hold these $18 to $25 position wherever SoundHound is wanting to land here. And SoundHound no doubt should double if not triple their earnings here into 2025. That's probably a guaranteed situation that is occurring, and that's why the price is getting expensive. In what sell-off we are seeing with SoundHound, it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. It's still pretty expensive to even where it was 4 or 5 weeks ago. So SoundHound, unlike these other stocks that we've talked about, they do have good earnings. They have massive big deals coming in. There is a lot of expectation of what is coming here in 2025 with SoundHound. And SoundHound is in a whole different category when we talk about AI stocks and what it is doing and producing in that sector. So there will be a need, there will be a want, there will be a fight for SoundHound here in 2025. And SoundHound, no doubt about it, as long as they can start to lock in some good, heavy earnings here, increasing in 2025, SoundHound could really double their stock price here. This could be a $30, $40 stock here by this time next year. This, next new year, SoundHound could be a really, really nice stock if you're buying in even now with these crazy prices, as long as they keep pushing these numbers. But it's really going to take a lot to see if they can keep capturing deals and keep pushing and advancing their technology, which I fully expect them to. And that's why NVIDIA keeps pushing money into them, because they believe in them and they know they're going to be a fierce company to for anyone to deal with. They're just very ahead of what they're doing right now when it comes to what they do specifically in AI. So friends, I don't want to keep you too long here. It's New Year's. I really do wish all of you best of luck. It's going to be an amazing year. It's been an amazing year. I think a lot of people are about to make a lot of money this year. I think a lot of you are about to see your portfolios really double, triple here towards the end of January. You know what's coming here. So with that, friends, take care of yourself. Have a wonderful time with friends, family, and night. I thank you all so much for sticking with me, especially with my just, away from home this week and being with family and just videos sounding, looking different, and just putting up with me and my shenanigans. I do thank you. I really do appreciate that. And things will be back to normal here pretty soon. And I'm very excited about what's coming. Friends, take care of yourself. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.